Fire crews just getting confident about the Bend fire when the new call came in. 3 fires burning out of control in Sisters, the worst whipping into the Tollgate housing development north of town. Fanned by gusty afternoon winds that spread smoke and flame into a thick fog. Residents given a matter of minutes to gather what they couldn't escape, making room for firefighters. Initial reports were confused by the flame's swift movement. Officials couldn't afford to underestimate the wind-whipped blaze as they struggled to get equipment into the front lines, trying to hook up water as swiftly as possible, hoping to cut the fire off from threatened homes. Photographer Tom Hopkins and I were right in the center of the development as flames approached. The winds were frightening and the mood desperate. Yet despite that, some people still decided to stand their ground and do what they could to save their homes.
We saw it coming before all these trucks came and everything. It was headed right for our house, but it shifted off that direction. But I was planning on leaving if it would have came across in this area here, but it never did, so.
Residents who were evacuated stayed at Sisters High School, waiting, trying to go on with routine, but still very tense.
I was very frightened, and I was frightened about keeping things calm for the kids and keeping myself calm. And it's a very scary thing.
Other fires were spreading as well, however, and what crews and equipment were available were stretched to the breaking point. Big cats rushed to the scene to break fire lines, frantically being unloaded where they'd do the most good, as panicked range cattle ran from the smoke. The heroes of the day, the big fire retardant bombers, 7 of them circling to dump their fire-stopping loads, often diving into billowing clouds of dark smoke to get at the flames. At one point, as many as 4 fires were thought burning, that confusion mainly due to the fire's quick starts and proximity. Authorities say arson was the reason, and after frantic searching, state police officers arrested 21-year-old Leroy Barnes just outside of Redmond, Oregon, as he drove his small car from the scene. This is the sight residents got when they returned back to their homes this morning at Tollgate. Fire crews still busy at work trying to knock down hot spots, just in case any more flames might start. Homeowners also saw just how close they'd come to losing everything. Trees were burned right up to the edge of homes, the fire taking everything in its path. One house totally destroyed, several burned, the visible signs of the heat everywhere. But miraculously, most homes were spared, surprising to residents who didn't expect to have a home to return to.
All was smoke and flame when I left, and I was sure the house was gone when I left. But a concerted effort of a whole bunch of people, they wetted it and saved it, so I'm thankful that they did.
Favorable conditions spared most, but some just weren't that lucky.
It was a 2-story log vacation home with all the plumbing in and heat ducts for the furnace system. And nothing is left now. The foundation can't even be saved.
How much do you think that's going to cost you?
$25,000, no insurance.
So it's a total loss for you?
Yes.
What do you think about the person who apparently set these fires?
It's not printable, I'm sorry. I wouldn't care to express my opinion on that.
There are no dollar estimates yet on the damage here at the Tollgate development. Fortunately, it was a lot less than it certainly could have been when flames came through. But who can really put any kind of a dollar estimate on the fear and terror that residents felt when flames came marching into their homes yesterday? From the Tollgate development near Sisters, Oregon, Bill Van Amberg reporting for Channel 2 News.